Hello everyone, welcome to the Flying Machine channel. We are certainly familiar with the B-2 Spirit and F-117A Nighthawk bomber aircraft, both of which are the best stealth aircraft ever owned by the United States Air Force. Both the B-2 Spirit and the F-117A Nighthawk have stealth technology that is greatly feared by the enemy. What exactly is a stealth aircraft? And what are the requirements for an aircraft to be called a stealth aircraft? Let's see the full discussion. The first stealth aircraft was designed and built by two German engineers, Reimar and Walter Horten, during World War II on the orders of Adolf Hitler. The first stealth aircraft, named the Horten-Ho 229, was designed using two turbojet engines with a fuselage made of a steel pipe frame combined with pine wood, while the outside of the wings are coated with thin plywood panels, glued with a mixture of sawdust and covered with fire-resistant paint. However, based on the available information, the aircraft was still in the prototype stage and had not been mass-produced by the Nazis because Germany had already been defeated by the Allies. Stealth aircraft are aircraft that have the ability to avoid enemy detection, be it visual detection, sound, heat sensors, or radio wave or radar detection. So if an aircraft is able to avoid these four detection points, then it can be called a stealth aircraft. Let's discuss them one by one. The first is the ability to avoid visual detection. Visual detection is a detection related to the sense of sight. An aircraft has the ability to avoid visual detection if the aircraft is able to camouflage with the surrounding environment, which can deceive the enemy's sense of sight. This camouflage ability is obtained by coating the aircraft body with special anti-reflective paint in black or gray, which functions to prevent reflection of sunlight and reduce the visibility of the aircraft, so that when the aircraft flies during the day, from a distance the aircraft only looks like a small bird flying. The second is the ability to avoid sound detection. Sound detection is a detection related to the sense of hearing. An aircraft has the ability to avoid sound detection if the aircraft is able to fly with a silent sound that makes the enemy unaware of the presence of the aircraft. The main source of sound on the aircraft is the engine. Therefore, to reduce the noise produced by the engine must be placed in a hidden place inside the aircraft body. In addition, efforts to reduce engine noise can be done by placing the inlet hole and also the exhaust hole on the top of the aircraft. The third is the ability to avoid heat detection. An aircraft has the ability to avoid heat detection if the aircraft is able to deceive the enemy's thermal detector. Just like before, the engine is the main source of heat on the aircraft. Placing the engine inside the aircraft body with the inlet hole and exhaust hole positioned above also functions to make the hot air flow produced by the engine difficult to detect from below the aircraft, so that it can deceive the anti-aircraft weapon system that uses heat-seeking sensors. In addition, a stealth aircraft must be able to hide the weapons it carries, be it missiles or bombs. Generally, these weapons are stored in special ports located in the aircraft hull. This is done to hide the heat radiation produced by the weapons carried, especially if the weapons carried are nuclear weapons. The fourth is the ability to avoid radar detection. An aircraft has the ability to avoid radar detection if it is able to absorb and deflect the reflection of radio waves emitted by enemy radar. In order to deflect the reflection of radio waves, the aircraft body must have a planar or flat shape. The flatter the shape of the aircraft, the higher its ability to deflect radar waves. In addition to deflecting reflections, radar waves that hit the aircraft body must also be absorbed. Therefore, the structure of the aircraft body must mostly be made of composites or carbon fiber, which are types of radar-absorbing materials. The ability of an aircraft to avoid radar detection is symbolized by the radar cross-section, or RCS. The smaller the RCS value, the lower the detection rate, so the greater the stealth capability of the aircraft. Until now, there is only one aircraft that has all four capabilities, namely the B-2 Spirit bomber aircraft, so it can be called the king of stealth aircraft. Here is information on the RCS values of several stealth aircraft. That's the discussion about stealth technology on aircraft. If there is other interesting information on the topic, let's discuss it in the comments column. See you in the next video.